So here you have the cocoa beans growing on a tree, as they do. For those people who were doubting that they came from a tree, there you go. Chocolate comes from a tree. So you will notice different colors, varying from green to yellow to orange to a reddish color. This is how you know that they're ready, because they're normally quite deep in color. So the next picture you're going to see is inside the pods what the seeds look like. They're covered with a white substance, which is also quite edible. So after this, what you do, you take the seeds out, you dry them out, and then you roast them. After you roast them, you put them in a mortar, and with a pestle, like quite a big one, you beat it and beat it and beat it until it turns into a mass, and that way you're ready to make your cocoa balls. So we're going to be making cocoa tea today. So the real Caribbean cocoa tea. A lot of people don't actually know what chocolate, pure chocolate, looks like. It comes from the cocoa ball, which looks something a bit like this, naturally. So you need a mortar, and not the small mortars that you get for the kitchen, but the like real deep ones that they used to use back in the days, one of those. And you beat it and beat it and beat it until it becomes sort of like a pasty sort of mass, and then you make the balls like this. Okay, so today we're only going to use half of this, because we're only going to make it for about 3 or 4 people. Okay, so you need that, you need a grater, you need vanilla, but the pure vanilla, because it's better to use things in the pure forms. Okay, and cinnamon. Again, we're going to use, if you have cinnamon leaves, use cinnamon leaves, or use this, a stick. Cinnamon stick is okay. And this is to give it the flavor. And nutmeg. I don't have whole nutmeg, so I'm actually using the grounded nutmeg. So whatever you have, you can use. And to sweeten it, because obviously chocolate or cocoa is naturally bitter. So I'm actually going to use some condensed milk, or you can use brown sugar, okay, and milk, semi or whatever milk you normally use, okay. Next, we're going to grate this a little bit more, just a little bit more. Gets a bit messy, goes everywhere. You don't want to make it too strong, but I mean, if you like your cocoa strong, you can add a bit more. And if at the end you see that it's just really too strong, you can also then add extra milk, like I normally do that. Okay, so you want about this much powdery stuff for, I reckon, 4 people, 3-4 people. We'll see how many cups we get out of this. And I've just added 2 cups of water on the stove. I'm going to boil a stick of the cinnamon. I'm not going to put the whole of that in it. I'm going to put most of it. Actually, it's so hard. Let's just chuck it all in. I'm not really good with measuring things, but that was really hard to break. But anyway, yeah, more flavor, I reckon. Now, as you can see, that's starting to bubble and boil. So when that happens, we're going to grab a spoon. Where can I find a spoon? Where are the spoons? Las cucharas. Okay, gracias. Thank you. This is not my kitchen, it's my neighbor Anna. Right, so we're going to add, can you see that? Can you see what's happening there? We're going to go down a little bit, put it down a little bit. We don't want it to run over. Yeah? Wait, we're going to pour that in. Ah, I am killing Anna's kitchen here. She's going to have to clean so much. I didn't say I wasn't messy. Okay, so we leave that. Can you see in there? Can you zoom in so we can see? looks like. So we're going to make that simmer for a few minutes. Yeah? And when you see the fat coming off of it, we'll know that it's time for us to take the heat off. Okay, so mix that round a little bit like so. Okay, and then we will leave that to simmer, and then we'll cover it for a few minutes after we've taken it off heat. Okay, next. Right, so next we're going to add a little bit of natural vanilla. Looks kind of odd, doesn't it? Because like normally you would see vanilla in a little bottle and it's liquid, but this is how it comes. A vanilla pod looks a bit like this. Can you see? Yeah. We're not going to put the whole of that in because it's quite strong. It smells really good. So we're going to break that. That was easier. Stick it in. And then the next step is going to be to sweeten it after I take it off. Okay? Right. Next.
Okay.
So the next step is taking away the strength of it by adding milk. So just giving it a little bit more of drinkable taste, because if it's too bitter, nobody loves that, do they? So we're going to add milk, a bit of milk. Yeah, as you can see. Can you see that the fat, that sounds terrible, the fat, separating a little bit. I think that much milk is okay. Obviously, if it's still too strong for you, then you can add a bit more milk or sugar or condensed milk, whatever you want. So that's it done. We're going to strain it after we sweeten it. So I'm actually going to put a little bit of condensed milk in this. Just a little bit. Did you see that? That's actually loads. No, I don't want to kill Anna with too much. And a little bit of nutmeg is going to go into that. Yes? And we're going to mix it around. And then, next step, final step for us to enjoy. So we're going to give this to someone who doesn't quite know what it is. And we're going to ask her, because she's quite honest, what she thinks it is. So, my lady, no quieres salir en cámara, así que probarlo solo y me dices. What do you think it is, and what does it taste like?
I don't know what it is. It says, it doesn't, I don't know what the flavour is.
What do you think it is, though? What does it taste like the most?
Cinnamon.
But what do you think it is? What does it taste of? Something that you perhaps have had before?
No.
Okay, so number one doesn't have a clue. We're going to try with Anna and see if Anna knows what it might be.
Está buenísimo.
Yes, you like it?
Yes.
Oh, okay, and
Valeria, pruébalo.
Try it, Valerie. Try.
No, no quiero salir.
No. Pruébalo, cariño. Luego te quita Kerry, venga. Está buenísimo.
¿Sí?
Hugo.
Mission cumplido.
Hugo, ¿pruebas?
So we just made chocolate, and I think it's been a success.
Está bueno.
Yeah. So yeah, that was our class on making cocoa tea.
Hola,
Try,
mami.
guys. Before we go, you can get the balls on Amazon. It's a strange place to get them, but you can get them on Amazon. Look for cocoa balls, okay? And good luck.